Well, hello everybody. Here we are, another snow day, and I'm at home with my coffee and my Bible, and doing our devotions. So let's get on with it. Any students that are listening, I hope you're tuning in. I hope you're enjoying your time off. Teachers, I hope you are as well. But I hope you're safe and warm. We haven't had many issues here at home. We have our heat, we have our electricity. Had a little trouble with our back deck with the heavy snow, but nothing can be fixed. Got the cars dug out, ready to roll, and just waiting on this weather to break. I feel so bad for the students who might just have to get out in this cold weather on Friday. I'm hoping that the authorities use their good sense, and even though we'll be missing school, I don't think kids should be out, on these streets and sidewalks and in the cold at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and in 0 degree weather, wind chills below zero. We have to think of health and safety first before we think of the other things in this world. And, but God bless everybody that's out there. Stay warm. If you need anything, a prayer request, any way we can help, let us know. We'll pray for you and pray with you. And keep the homeless in mind as well. I know what my wife does. We have packs of food and some water and now some hand warmers in package that we make up and keep in the car in case we see any homeless. But in today's weather, it's hard to see the homeless because they are sheltering somewhere. Lord willing, they're in a place of warmth. But I did see where my football team, the Baltimore Ravens, have opened up their stadium and set up a sort of a tent city for the people there. And of course, they have facilities and warm areas that they can go to. And so thank God for that and the people who are really caring for them. But so in that line, I want to read from the book of James, chapter 1 today. And it kind of, gives us a guideline on how we should be acting, not just in this kind of weather, but every day as followers of Christ. And this is James 1, verse 22, probably familiar to you. But be doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving yourselves. For if anyone is a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like a man who looks intently at his natural face in a mirror. For he looks at himself and goes away and at once forgets what he was like. But the one who looks into the perfect law, the law of liberty, being no hearer who forgets, but a doer who acts, he will be blessed in his doing. And if you think about that, we wake up in the morning and we look in the mirror, and most of us, make sure, brushing our teeth, wash our face, comb our hair, comb our beard if we don't have hair. And we want to make sure that we look presentable. We check ourselves in the mirror, make sure, our clothes look right and things. And then sometimes, though, we go out into the world and we think we look better than we actually do. And we start to compare ourselves to other people. It's like, why do they look like that? Or why are they wearing that? Or why do they have hair like that? And I know I'm guilty of that a lot. And my wife, God bless her, reminds me that I'm no better than anybody else, right? So, we have to not think so highly of ourselves, but be humble. The Bible tells us to humble ourselves in the sight of the Lord, and that pride goes before a fall, and that allow God to lift us up. And don't look to promote yourself all the time, but let God promote us in His due time. And that's a hard thing in this world because we live in a competitive world where we have, and I tell my the athletes and students at school. They're getting competition all over the world now. It used to be like you're just competing against students in the United States or students in the state. But now you're competing against students worldwide. I know my university, Liberty University there in Virginia, they have students from just about every country in the world, every state in the union. And even during COVID, they had to stay open because so many lived there from India and Africa and other countries throughout the world. And that was their home, and they had to keep the campus open for them to live there. And it's such the same for athletes where they now have, and look at the NBA players from all over the world. NFL there's NFL Africa, there's NBA in Africa and Asia and everywhere. And so athletes are competing for those spots from all over the world. And we have to be careful as believers not to get caught up in all of that competition, but allow God, we want to be prepared, but we want to allow God to place us where He wants us to be. And that takes time, that takes prayer, that takes listening to God, not just talking to God, but listening to God. Read His Word, listen to what He's saying, listen to where He's leading us, how He's guiding us, and find out where He wants us to be in life. So let me encourage you to read His Word daily, but also read it out loud and take time to listen to what God is saying to you and then make those decisions. Get good counsel as well. But don't get caught up in the competition of trying to be number one, trying to beat the next person, but just be the best person you can be. Honor God and allow Him to place you in the right spots in life. So God bless you today. Stay safe, stay warm, and we get back to school. God bless y'all.